And something else came into my mind that really shifted my way of thinking about this. The day I landed in Bangkok, within a couple hours of checking into my hostel, my camera was stolen. Thankfully, I had spent a lot of time in Buddhist monasteries learning about impermanence and how attachment is the cause of all of our suffering. So it was really easy to remember this lesson when it's forced upon you and right in your face. But something else crossed my mind. The losing of the camera wasn't such a big deal. I actually had a much greater attachment to the images on the camera that I hadn't backed up yet. But it's the same principle. It's the attachment and resisting loss of anything that is temporary and impermanent, which is everything. And something else came into my mind that really shifted my way of thinking about this. I knew that my camera was gone, but that was only 1% of the story. What I didn't know was who took it, what was their life like. And sure, I could make up a story. Maybe his mom needed medical care and he really needed this. But what it really comes down to, that we know for sure, is I was blessed to be able to buy a camera, to have parents who corrected my bad behavior when I was a child so I didn't become a thief, to be able to grow up not worrying about where my next meal would come from. And clearly this person was not blessed in these ways. And so my brief half a second of anger and frustration and hatred really turned into compassion, love, and forgiveness. And that is just such a more joyful place to be. It doesn't mean I'm going to leave my camera unwatched again. We still learn from these situations. And it was clearly a lesson that needed to be learned. Otherwise, that wouldn't have happened. But when we travel, if we're not careful, these things can happen. That's my karma. And simply realizing that I had two choices: hatred, anger, resentment, or love, compassion, and forgiveness. And to me, it's not even a choice, because I don't want to suffer, and I don't want others to suffer. And when we can really take a step back from these small little instances that happen and stop making them larger than they are, and we actually instead take a larger perspective, see the causes that led to it, then that one instance seems very small and insignificant. And that is how we can let go.